One of the ways you can mitigate risk is by the selection of the risk that you take. So some organizations and some people are risk averse, and likely for good reason, and some have a much higher tolerance for risk. So I'm going to use the products from my international grocery store trip for an example. Item 1 is the Donut Peach. Now, if you're trying a Donut Peach new for the first time, this is at fairly low risk. Most of us have had peaches, and we know whether or not we like the peach. And this tastes like a peach. It smells like a peach. It looks like a peach, just a little squishy. This to me is like an upgrade between something like project management systems. I know we've got a project management system, we just need to do an upgrade to it or transition to one that's somewhat similar. So low risk change. Slightly higher risk is, say, going from a pear, which many of us have had before, and many of us know we like them, to something like this, which is a ya pear. Now, many of us, or some of us in the area, have had a chance to try Asian pears, so we don't know whether or not this pear is like an Asian pear or not. And this is the first time I've tasted it. So yeah, this is like an Asian pear just in terms of texture, so it's a lot crunchier than your normal pear, a little closer to an apple. And this is a lot sweeter than Asian pears, which tend also more towards the apple side of things. This is more like a really, really sweet Bosc pear, but with apple texture. So pretty good. But again, this is higher risk. So the analogy I would use here would be, I've got a fairly good project management process. I need a tool to help me automate it or help me solve a problem that I'm struggling with in my current process, like resource management. Now, again, it's a calculated risk, slightly higher risk tolerance. These are really good. An even higher risk is something like this. Small octopus dumplings. Now, depending on how you feel about octopus, your risk level on this might be higher than most people. I happen to like octopus when it's done well, but here's a way you can mitigate it. One, I've never tried octopus. I know I like dumplings. Higher risk. Go find out whether or not you like octopus. The other slightly lower risk is, I know I like octopus. I know I like dumplings. This should be good. So I would actually use this more as a metaphor for, we don't really have a project management process. We do some stuff on spreadsheets. We've got a few things that work. Let's try to implement a system. So that would be more of your small octopus dumpling thing. I will actually report back, let you know how this is. This was one of my picks for interesting thing I have not tried yet. And honestly, I enjoy picking out things like this to freak out my friends. So hope that helps as an analogy. If you have access to a farmer's market nearby and it's in season, go ahead and get yourself some donut peaches. This is probably your lowest risk thing. Hope this helps.